Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, A Score to Settle. Yes, this is from 2019. It's 4 years old, and it has Nicolas Cage in it, and I haven't seen it. Like, I could have sworn anything that came after 2006, absolutely, with Nicolas Cage, and a lot before that I've seen, at least I thought. The other night I'm at dinner with my in-laws and my father-in-law. We're talking about movies. He's like, oh, I saw this one thing with Nicolas Cage, and he's describing it to me, and I'm like, no. You know, I've seen all of these movies. He's like, no, this is really... And I don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember my disbelief in the fact that he's explaining a movie with Nicolas Cage in it, and he said it was from 2020, and I was like... And then just today he sent me, it's A Score to Settle, and it's about an enforcer of a local crime syndicate has vowed to enact retribution on his mob bosses after 19 years of wrongful imprisonment. The only thing delivering his violent plan is a newfound relationship with his beloved son. That's all I know. I don't know much more about it. And it is like everywhere. It's on Roku, it's on Tubi, it's on Amazon Prime. So, there you go. That's what I'm going to do. Tonight, I don't think it's rated very well. 4.7 on IMDb, but 6,737 people rated it. I still have to watch it. So, stick around. Let me tell you what I think. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of A Score to Settle, and I have to look at what the actual, what did I say, it was 4.7. I do not believe it's a 4.7. And I'm trying to remember, actually, what my father-in-law told me, and I think maybe he did, you know, but I don't really remember, what doesn't matter. Anyway, so Nicolas Cage, like they describe, he runs with a mob gang, which is interesting. So it kind of set it up. He runs with this mob gang, and the head cheese, the boss, you know, ends up murdering somebody, and Nicolas Cage takes the fall for it, right? Well, most mob bosses usually kind of hide that stuff and get away with it. I don't know, but not in this movie. So he gets thrown in the clink for a long period of time because of that, as you can imagine. But when he gets out, he finally gets out after so many years, and he wants to reconnect with his son, and also seek revenge on his mob friends, which are interesting because, you know, it's not like they kind of allude to the fact that he did this willingly. It wasn't like a setup and you know, like he'd get a lot of money if you do this, and he does it, and then, you know, now he wants revenge. Which is an interesting conundrum there for me as far as the plot goes. There's a lot more into the movie than what I'm sharing, because I don't want to spill all the beans. But it made me think to myself, not, you know, like hypothetical fun fantasy world. Could you take a rap for somebody for a lot of money, right? I don't think I could. So, especially what they ended up giving him. But anyway, so that's it. So he wants to reconnect with his son, and his son obviously doesn't want him to be dealing with those guys anymore. But, and there's a lot more to it than that. So I'm not sure why it's a 4.7. Maybe because of the, you know, there's some things like you get in a lot of Nicolas Cage movies. He isn't, so theatrical in this one than he has been in some of the other things that I've seen him in, right? I mean, he's just regular kind of Nicolas Cage. I don't really know him that well, but I don't understand the hate. I'd have to read some of the comments as to why, but I felt they did something new, a little bit creative. I mean, you get it, the revenge, the mob stuff, all that, but I thought they made it a little bit different than what you see each and every other day. There is one other piece, sorry, and this is right up in the beginning. He gets released from prison because he has some sort of medical issue, right? And he doesn't sleep. So he's kind of, you know, insomniac, right? And so that plays a role in all of this, what makes it even more mysterious, I think. So I think when you're looking at movies like this with Nicolas Cage in them now, besides, you know, the unbearable weight of massive talent and stuff like that, now there are other movies that, you know, these are kind of the they say B-rated movies that he's been starring in a lot of, right? And a lot of times just for the name, but not for Nicolas Cage is always in them. Bruce Willis kind of just gets the name to draw you to the movies. But this is that kind of a movie, so don't expect it to be anything more than that, right? But it's different. Like I said, it's got its own unique flair to it. So I don't understand the hate. It's definitely not below a 5. I don't think so. So, unless I missed something. So, dare I say it's a 6? I don't know. But the good news is, you could watch it on Tubi. You just have to pay, watch a couple of commercials every now and again, which isn't too bad, for a free movie from 2019. Also, Benjamin Bratt was in this. I didn't realize it until it goes on. So, there you go. That's what I got. Wasn't totally crazy about the ending of the movie, and you'll see what I mean if you do watch it. And maybe that's kind of the, I really didn't care at that point. And it's funny. This is like the next, I just did a review just like this one. I'm not sure which one it was, but I just did one where I was like, sometimes the ending makes the movie. In this case, that part of the ending I didn't care about once we, evolved the entire movie to where it needs to be. So, maybe people don't like that. I actually kind of blew it off. I didn't think about it too much. So, maybe I should. And that would maybe help me decide if I like it or not. I don't know. There you go. I'm all over the place, but watch it up until the final 10 minutes of the movie and let me know what you think. And then watch the final 10 minutes and see if that changes you. Because it might, but it didn't necessarily for me. I think I got what I needed to, and I was off. Alright. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.